what diplomats do, we are representing our country in every walk of life. We are helping to improve economic ties, political ties, cultural ties, speaking engagement with different people. It's also something that we do, and I'm sure that American diplomats do the same thing abroad. But today, although most of my speaking engagement is about the Middle East and about the political system, democratic system in Israel, on other political issues, I want to speak with you guys about myself, my favorite issue, of course. So I think it's an interesting story, and maybe you will understand more about Israelis after you'll hear my story. So my name is Daniel Agronov. I was born in Soviet Union in 1979. My parents were Zionists. They always wanted to live to Israel, but they couldn't because my father served in the missile in Soviet Union, so they denied his ability to exit the Soviet Union. And I was born in Leningrad. Now it's called St. Petersburg. I'm a proud St. Petersburgian, you can say. And it's very interesting because before I came to Houston, my posts were in St. Petersburg, so I almost closed the circle. I went from St. Petersburg when I was 11, and I came back as an Israeli diplomat to open our first consulate in the post-Soviet Union region. So let's go back to the 80s in Russia. So again, I remember myself walking on the street of St. Petersburg and my father telling me the stories about the wars of Israel, about the life of Israel, about the life of the Jews in abroad and in Israel. So when the Soviet Union started to crumble, it was in the beginning of the 90s, they let all the Jews live, and we left for Israel. Some people lived for the United States, like Tatiana here. Yes, so I came to Israel when I was 11. It was the end of 1990, and the first thing, I think, first of all, I came without knowing nothing about Israel. Like, I never lived there, and as you can imagine, it was time before the internet. I couldn't Google it, you know, what do you do in Israel the first 120 days? And I didn't know any word in Hebrew, maybe yes and no, ken velo, but this was it all. It was very hard for me in the beginning, and also it didn't help that in January 1991, something started. Do someone know what happened in 1991? The first Gulf War, yes, exactly. And what happened when the coalition forces attacked Saddam Hussein? He started to shoot rockets on Israel. It was a very nice experience. Imagine yourself, you don't understand the language. You don't understand the language so much, but you're starting to hear sirens, and you need to run some places. You walk all the time with your gas masks. Fun! Yes, I still remember our first missile came. I think it was at night. We slept, all our family, our relatives called us and said, okay, this is the time that you need to go to this room that you prepared and put your masks. We didn't hear the alarm because it went all over. It was an interesting experience in the beginning. And also those times I went to Ulpan. Ulpan is the place when you learn Hebrew. It's like Hebrew school. There I met my first love. It was a wonderful story until it ended roughly. I think my love said something to the teacher, and the teacher said something to her. I don't remember the exact details, but she said something to my lady, and I told to the teacher, what, you're stupid, or something like this phrase. And she told me, okay, stand up and go home and never come back. Thinking in retrospect, I'm not quite sure that this is what she meant. Because again, remember, I didn't understand Hebrew so well, but I was a good kid, so I went home and never came back. So it was an end of my, let's say, organized Hebrew learning. So as you can imagine, it took me a couple of years to learn Hebrew very well. And then we left, we moved from Ramat Gan, it was the first city we lived in. We moved to Tel Aviv. I started high school, and I started let's say, developed more as a person. And in high school, one of the things that helped me to learn Hebrew, I was a book nerd. So I like to read fantasy books. And unfortunately, in the library and again, remember, no internet. You can just, physical books. You need to read them. So all the books that we had in our library were in Hebrew. So it's motivated me very much to start to learn Hebrew and to read in Hebrew. And I think this was the start of my love affair with Hebrew. And also, this is exactly the time. Yes.
Oh, I didn't miss it.
Okay.
Yes. We heard the clock.
No, like it's the time to end. I have 10
No.
minutes. Thank you. Another thing that happened in those times is the personal computers. Again, personal computers came to Israel, I think, also. I don't know how it happened in America, but I had my first computer in the middle of the 90s. So also you have a lot of games, Master of Orion, Master of Magic, some bullshit games that I don't. I am not sure that anyone remembers those names because it was in the 90s. I think before you were born, maybe. But also, one of the things that happened, again, Israel is a small market. So all the games that came to us were in English. So it motivated me to learn English a little bit, to understand what I'm playing, to enjoy myself. Everything was for a very good cause. So we had fun. In the school, one of my friends invited me to join him to study theater. So I studied theater for 3 years, and I think for me it was the major change in my life. I become from, again, as I said, a bookworm, excuse me. I become from introvert and extrovert. You see, I can stand here to speak with all of you, enjoy myself, and it wasn't like this before. So it was a very important point in my life. Another thing that happened